Warning: the following video contains graphic material. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, so today we're actually going to be looking at the heart and the lungs. So what you see here is not just the heart. The heart is just going to be this part, but what's all this other stuff is the lungs. And there you can kind of tell the difference between texture. So
touch that.
So and I think who wants to try it? Actually, somebody feel the lungs and the heart, because tomorrow we're just going to have a heart, not the lungs. Or
You're horrible at
that's
videos.
fine.
I think
Or gross, but okay.
smells like deer meat.
I think that's probably not as large as unless you
Feel right here. Jill, feel right here.
What the heck?
Oh my. Carly, feel that. I'm serious.
It looks kind of nasty.
Oh my god.
Here, Jill.
What the
Can we
heck?
turn off the light so we can see
Stop, like,
Oh, it's like wait, why is it so
yeah, for real.
Carly!
Anybody want another glove? I do really squish.
But you can feel the difference between the different structures, because there's smooth muscle tissue and then there's cardiac muscle tissue.
Jill actually enjoys
touching
it. It's warm. It feels like a cat. A cat?
Now,
I just don't I don't like that part.
It feels like a cat.
Yeah, that don't look right.
Oh!
It's black.
Squirted blood everywhere.
I don't like that.
It's a hair. Oh my god, look.
But what is that
That is hot.
What is this?
this is all part of the lung. What they do is when they cut the lung out, you can see they kind of nick this. This is all still part of the other lung.
What is
That's
that?
kind of left of it.
But why is it all why is it all grinded up?
When they cut it out of a deer,
They gut
it's
it.
kinda
Ew, what's
slice.
why is it black?
And if you cut the intestines,
Yeah,
it
why
smells
is it black?
horrible.
There's air and stuff in there, and there's just blood clotting. Okay.
That deer was smoking.
Okay, so is this one lung and then is
That looks like
This is part
bubble
of
gum.
the second
Feel
lung.
this.
And this is
Chew it.
It literally looks like
Good
bubble
question.
gum.
What is this first part here? What is the outside part of the heart?
Get more of the
Pericardium.
Yep, this is the pericardium. As you can see, you can see the two different structures here. This is the
Ew, this is really like.
Okay, so the pericardium is the outside part of this. All this fatty tissue and stuff like that. You can see my finger underneath there. If you look through it, you can see.
hot and sexually.
Once you cut into it, you can actually see the actual heart. This is the pericardium.
Is that
Remember that?
like protecting the heart?
It's what protects the heart. It's what has the fluid in it, so that way it doesn't it can still has the ability to beat.
Is it like
This
fat?
is making me really uncomfortable that it's
Yes.
hot. I can't.
It's from the hot water.
I know, but it's just making me. Watch out, I'm gonna stab it.
That's gross.
Did you hear it pop?
Super exciting.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is all part of the lungs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If
Are
we
you
don't
gonna
really-
cut those off?
We are going to cut the lungs off. We don't really need the lungs. All we're looking for is just the heart. So
Can I rip this?
let's
Jill,
flip them over.
God.
Ew, what's
that's too much blood.
It's part of the esophagus.
Oh, that's gross.
Oh my god, that's so
Oh,
weird.
that feels disgusting.
Let me feel that.
It's a part of the esophagus.
Look at in there.
You can see the holes. This is part of
It's so
the lungs.
warm.
The
That
actual.
is hot. Yeah. You should not have put it in hot
out
water.
that it's warm.
Yeah.
So stop touching it. You bang down?
It smells really bad.
Okay. So these are smells of deer meat, huh?
It does.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to cut the heart out. But we're going to kind of cut a lot of this excess off the lungs, and then we're going to move the lungs over to the
Here,
other
you
tray.
need your
You want
tool?
to? Yeah, I need the. Give me the scalpel. Yeah, grab me another tray so we can kind of cut the lungs off of this.
Peyton, do you want help?
No.
Okay.
Who wants a glove? I'll pass.
I'm going from the other side.
And what we're doing is we're just going to cut a lot of the excess stuff off just to get to the heart, because we don't need
Oh my god.
all this extra stuff.
Oh my. Oh.
That's disgusting.
What's the black stuff? Black.
It's the blood.
You should get some nose plugs.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh my god. Look in there. Like, put it closer.
Why is it bleeding so much?
What?
I thought the blood was like drained out of these things.
Yeah.
Well, this is a fresh, fairly fresh. So it's not like you say, hey, Dooley, shoot a deer.
Dooley.
Dooley
So-
doesn't like me, so.
From like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, from about 2 weeks ago.
Dooley who?
Miss
Michelle.
Julie.
Miss Dooley.
She shoots deers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Deers.
Her whole family hunts.
Even the little ones?
I don't
Yeah.
think. Well, I don't
I
know.
can't
if
Like
imagine.
the kind of person that'd be like,
That's so good.
Bambi, don't go Bambi.
I thought you cut your finger for a second.
Oh, look at this.
Look at that.
Look at this string.
Ew.
Good question. What is that?
Esophagus.
It's like a vein.
It's a trachea. Yep.
Oh.
This is part of the trachea.
What's a trachea?
It's what actually
Don't
brings
splatter it
what brings
everywhere.
air down.
Hard to
Yeah, don't splatter me. I'm wearing
Okay. I'll try not to. I promise nothing.
Look. Wait.
Oh, it ripped.
You have a weird fetish with that thing. Why do you
Okay.
keep touching it?
So Jill could be a surgeon. She's all about it.
She'll like dissect someone's heart just to.
Okay, there you go.
What is
So there-
that?
No, get that part off. That's gross.
I hate how
This part?
It's
Warm.
yeah. I hate
Um,
how it's warm too.
like grosses me out.
Bailey, you need to feel this.
We
don't want
should get
to.
some like one of those sucker things.
It's the sucker things,
We
yeah.
should invest in one of those.
Like they have at the dentist.
Okay, so what's the first?
Yeah.
That you
So
put
what
in
we
your
need to do is
mouth.
probably get through the pericardium. So
Yeah,
what?
take
So who
that.
wants to be my
Spoiler.
reader of what we're doing?
I am.
Okay, what do you got, Maddie?
Just read them in order.
Sure.
Identify the right and left sides of the heart. Look closely, and on one side you will see a diagonal line of blood vessels.
Don't you have
that
to take
divide
off
heart.
the?
Yep, so let's get
Skin?
the pericardium off first. I didn't know where we started. If it was before that, so we got
Does
to
the
cut.
heart automatically stop beating once you die?
Pretty much.
Don't.
getting
You're
blood.
splattering it.
Like Greg's hoodie.
I swear, if you get blood on us, we're gonna be really mad.
It's okay, Carly already said something.
What'd she say?
That's cool. So weird.
Oh yeah, it does.
Okay. So here's the pericardium. Just a muscle.
Wait, how close is the esophagus to your heart?
Really close.
I did not.
It's just like right here.
Okay, so what you see here is all these different blood vessels. You can see like.
Is this
all these
hard? Yes.
Okay, so you can see the blood vessels that are running here.
It's cold.
Okay, so what the first thing is, these are the coronary arteries, and the coronary arteries are basically responsible for bringing blood back to the heart to actually pump it full of
Can I take a
oxygen.
picture of
It
this?
feeds the heart first.
That's what I was just gonna do, Jill. I was gonna put it on
That's fine.
Jill, put on Snapchat.
Okay. No more than.
Okay, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of disgusting.
I'll hold you to it.
Bailey, that's
Your video's not working
I'll
very well.
hold you to it.
Really?
Oh no.
Now the real question is, as we look at
I'll
this,
hold you to it.
which side is the right, which side is the left?
The left is on the right.
Okay, so which side is the front?
Oh,
I
I can
guess which
smell
side
it
is the
up
front?
here.
That's the front.
That's the front.
This is the front.
Yeah.
Okay, then you're absolutely right. This is the front.
I snapped
Okay,
next to
so
drawing.
Why is it getting so
Right.
bloody?
so what you can see here is what this is.
It's
It
of
kind of does
Gabrielle.
look like a heart shape.
Right, it kind of has that heart shape, but what it does is you can see that this is this little artery that runs through here is the main coronary artery and stuff like that. What are you guys doing?
thicker.
Oh my god, this smells so bad from up here.
Okay, so what you have is the coronary artery that runs through here, and you've got both your. This is going to be your which right or left. This is actually this is your right side. This is your left side. So this is going to be
I thought
the
left was bigger.
Left atrium.
right. This is the left side. Right side, left side.
I thought left was bigger though. This one looks bigger.
That's.
Joe, no, it does not.
Okay,
Just wants to touch it. She just wants to touch
So
it.
this is going to be the right side. Right here is the right side. Okay, and this is going to be your left side. So this bottom part is the left ventricle. This is the right ventricle. Okay, the right atrium is going to be this part over here, and we can kind of see like this little extra flaps that kind of
Ew.
flop on the side of either side here. These are part of the right atriums. So the first question to ask is, what does it say? Again?
Identify.
Look closely. On one side, you will see a diagonal line of blood vessels that divide the
This
heart.
thing?
The half that includes all of the apex of the heart is the left side.
Mm-hmm. See how this
Smells
is-
like fish kind of.
This takes all the left side.
Oh, you're looking at this
Like
whole
sweat.
entire
Right.
thing. I
This
thought you were
whole
just
thing.
looking at, like,
So from here,
this.
this line right here, all the way down, the big part, this is going to be your left side. Okay, left side's right here.
Why don't you flip it over?
For what?
Like that's actually
That's
right.
a crab blow.
It does.
It is crappy.
No, it's
Ugh.
not.
Well, let's try it.
Me.
Just kidding. What? Chills.
I'm just kidding.
We could
Why
like
would I
make
ever want to eat that? If that gets on my
That
pan.
looks like he
What?
murdered somebody.
This?
No,
Kind
the
of.
stuff you just cut off.
Yeah, this stuff.
He's
It's
just
Alright.
so
hard.
okay
Do
with
it.
it.
It's
Whoa.
hard.
Is that the
First, what
uh,
was it?
Starts with the P.
pulmonary
Pericardium.
artery?
Okay, you're absolutely right. This is the pulmonary artery. See, you can kind of see that this one's kind of going out. This one goes out to the lungs. Since this is the right ventricle, this is going to be pumping it out to the two lung sides. Okay. So the first question to ask is again, sorry, it says right and left sides of the heart. So
We
right,
did.
left side.
Confirm this by squeezing each half of the heart. The left half will feel much firmer and more muscular
Ew,
than the
don't
right
lay that in
side.
the blood.
Okay, so you guys try it. Who wants to try to squeeze?
I do.
Just
Jill,
squeeze,
of course.
squeeze the left. That's the right side, and then squeeze the left side.
This one's harder.
Okay, that one's harder,
Ooh,
right?
that's a lot harder.
Here, hold on. Let me go get this. Let me give her a rinse quick.
Oh god, my feet
Ew,
find
ew.
something.
It's gonna drip.
Give her just whips.
Someone
hit it, you won't.
This thing?
Joe, slam it on the table.
Bailey. Oh, it's freezing.
Ew, it is right here.
Kayla, it's freezing.
Right here.
Why is it cold now?
Because I had it in the freezer.
Stop.
And when I put the outside, they're gonna be warm.
This is actually really cool.
It's really hard right here. Try showing my fingers.
What?
Okay, let's try that.
What the heck?
Okay.
Bailey, you're dumb.
All right. So what we have here is we've got the left and the right side. Next thing, what are we supposed to do?
Locate the coronary arteries and veins that are on the surface of the heart.
Okay. So where are the coronary veins and arteries on the surface of the heart?
The diagonal.
Okay. This diagonal line. What else?
Get scissors.
All the lines coming off.
All these little lines coming off. These little lines. You guys can take. These are all the coronary arteries and veins. Okay. Usually they come in pairs, and you can see that they kind of are structured in all these. All right. I'm gonna stop messing around.
But it's still.
I understand that. So anyway, so all these little veins, all these little veins or arteries we're coming across are the coronary ones that are actually feeding the
So
heart.
like these?
Yep, all the little veins that come off it are feeding the heart.
Sounds like a brain.
Because the heart feeds itself first. Okay?
So nice.
Are our hearts not nice and coming on?
Our hearts are a little smaller than this, but this is fairly close to the same size of a heart.
Are you serious?
A
I thought
deer?
your heart was
How
this
much?
big.
How much does a deer weigh?
About
100
5
pounds.
pounds.
Couple hundred.
Couple hundred pounds. So let's just say it's 200 pounds, 250. You know, so most people's heart are going to be very similar in sizes. It's probably a little larger because they run faster.
Was
they
this
go
a
longer,
doe
do
or a
things like
buck?
this.
Is that like a man's
I believe it was a
heart
buck.
then? Is it like a man's heart?
A large man's
How
heart,
big?
probably.
Holy crap, like an obese guy?
Could be.
I think she said like.
Can't hearts be fat?
They can be.
Like fat around them though.
Yeah.
Not fat.
Like obese.
I mean, was it like a 5x6 or
No
something
idea.
like that, or was it like a 2x2?
No idea. All right, so Maddie, what's our next step? So we've located all the coronary
Find
arteries.
the flaps of dark tissue on the top of the heart. These ear-like flaps are called auricles.
Are you gonna open the heart?
We are. Okay, so these stuff right here, these are part of the auricles are kind of these, I don't know, these leaf-like projections underneath here. Before they always use these as, they're actually inside here. Auricles, you can see they're kind of flappy. Like these are not like the auricles are these like outside edges and lips here. Like you can see, like this is not a whole lot of. There's not an actual chamber
We
inside
have
there.
lips in our heart.
Okay, so there's just not really a chamber there, but it's once you cut into there, you actually see the chamber.
What is the purpose of that? Right
Does it tell you? I think it does. I think it might.
there? No.
Okay. The auricles. Part of the responsibility is when it
The table
beats,
is
it has to have the ability to actually squeeze a little bit in itself. Okay. The other thing is it for protection. Okay. So what's the next section?
Turn the heart so that you are looking at its dorsal side. Find the large opening at the top of the heart next to the right auricle. This
What's
is the
dorsal?
superior vena cava, which brings blood from the top half of the body to the right atrium. Stick a probe down this vessel. You should feel open into the right atrium.
Okay.
Wait, where's the inferior vena cava?
No, actually, I gotta cut it
That
off.
little like
I gotta
circle
cut it
thing
off.
right there?
That hole?
This hole.
Is that what you're sticking to?
What's the other one?
This hole right here. Okay, so what you can see is this is it's kind of the darker. You got a probe here. Grabbing this. So this right here, this is actually going to be the superior vena cava. We won't see the inferior because it's probably right here. This is most likely your inferior vena cava. You just can't see it very well. But the superior is right here, and if you stick the probe down here, you can actually see. And actually, if you're careful enough, you can actually hit through that first valve. What valve is that first valve?
Tricuspid.
It's a tricuspid valve. Okay. So what's the next step there? So this is going to be your actually. So that if you see, even if you can stick your finger down there, you can actually see. You
Ew.
can see my fingers right in here. You
Where?
can't feel it.
Oh my god.
This is the atrium.
disgusting.
Okay.
Why are you bringing that?
So that is the
that
full.
the right atrium?
This is the right atrium. This is the right atrium. Okay. Right atrium.
That's it.
That's the right atrium.
That's it?
That's it.
Nuh-uh.
That is
Not as
it.
big.
That's it for the atrium. Is
I
just
thought
like
that was like one of the leaf things.
Nope. The leaflets are the outside. See all this little outside flaggy
Yeah, I know,
tissue?
that's what I thought
That's
it
the
was.
oracles, but the actual stuff in here is the actual atrium.
So your fingers in what now? The tricuspid thing?
My finger right now is in the right atrium.
Right atrium?
But it
Yep.
went down the tricuspid
Yes.
valve.
Where's the
Correct.
right ventricle then?
Ew!
Ew!
down.
Okay? So what's the next section there?
A little down into the left of the superior vena cava, there is another blood vessel opening. Insert your probe into this. It should lead into the right atrium. This is the inferior vena cava, which brings blood from the lower tissue.
See there? Can you guys see it?
Oh,
See this at the bottom, and this is the inferior because what's going to come up next to the heart, and then it's go right into the right atrium.
So that like
It's a gaping
Okay?
hole.
You guys see that? Make sure you guys can see the look under it. Okay? So this is the right atrium. These, and you can see I can put them both through here.
Oh, he just went through it.
See, you can
Ew!
go through both.
That's disgusting.
So that's where you know these are both the inferior and superior. Superior, inferior is the lower one. Okay? Okay, so the next thing. What's our next thumb there?
You can also see another blood vessel next to the left auricle. This is the pulmonary vein that brings blood from the lungs into the left atrium.
This one's a little tougher.
How many holes are there?
4.
This one,
Okay.
that one, and
Yeah.
that one.
Okay, so right here, this is that part of the aorta. No, that's the inferior. Okay. See how my finger's in there? This is going to be, which one is this one?
Pulmonary
This
vein.
is the pulmonary vein, okay? Pulmonary vein, you can see the auricles on the other side of it. You can see that this is the auricles, all this other little fatty tissue here. But you can see my finger's actually inside the actual atrium.
Wait, is this the left?
Are there two?
Or right?
Yes. I don't think I can fit. no,
Is this what
that's the
our
atrium.
lungs feel like?
Yep.
Ew.
Well,
That's so
the
gross.
Looks like a whale.
That's inside of yours.
atrium.
Vein?
The aorta.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
The blood is like black.
So if you like popped this,
Would blood come
like
out?
would
You can't
blood
really
just come
pop
out?
it,
or
Probably.
what?
Can you pop it?
Well, like, is it all this skin, or is
Yeah.
it just
Cut
like?
it open.
Okay.
I think I cut it.
You cut it off?
Oh, there it is. Oh, that's it.
Oh, is there a hole?
There it is. Oh, I don't need it either.
Sophia. It's just skin.
I can't find
Is
the other.
are the lungs a muscle?
Are the lungs a muscle? Yes.
So there's not gonna be like anything in it.
Oh my god. It's not like empty inside, is it?
Ew, look, Mr. Sass.
Is it like empty
Oh,
inside?
it's a smaller
It's
one
just
here.
like skin.
Okay, leave that one back for now. We can cut it in here in a minute. Okay, so what's the next one?
just
So
cut the heart
we are on the
and
left. We are at the left ventricle, right? Or this is the left atrium. Okay, so this is coming the pulmonary veins that are going into the left atrium. Okay, coming from the lungs. What's the next section there, Patty?
Sticking straight up from the center of the heart is the largest blood vessel you will see. This
Aorta.
is the aorta, which takes oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to the rest of the body.
That's this thing right here. Okay, this
That
big
big thing?
flap here is the aorta, and you can see like all the
Where?
different things. This is the
That
aorta
big
right here.
thing.
This big one here. And you can see if you look on the back side, it's what's going to fill up a lot of these extra little sections here and then push it off into all these other little places. And we can stick the probe in and actually find that, the different arches and stuff like that. But just know that this aorta is this big top section right here. All right, what's the next section here, Maddie?
Behind and to the left of the aorta, there is another large vessel. This is the pulmonary artery, which takes blood from the right ventricle to the lung.
Someone drew it down your knees.
Okay. Okay. So that's this one right through here.
Where?
Okay.
Oh.
So this is another one of those, pushing this out into the rest of the body. These are a little bit smaller, okay, because they're going to be starting to shrink down now. So these are the ones that are pushing them out. All right, what's the next section there?
It just says checkpoint. Make sure you know the location of each of the following before continuing.
Okay.
Can we cut it in half now?
Now, you guys know where all those are? You want me to go over them again? No? Good to go?
Just open the heart.
Okay, what's the next one?
It says, now it says
Why are you
to
rubbing
insert
it?
your dissecting scissors or scalpel into the superior vena cava and make an incision down through the wall of the right atrium and ventricle, as shown by the arrow in the external heart picture. Pull the two sides apart and look for 3 flaps of membrane. These membranes form the tricuspid valve between the right atrium and right ventricle.
Okay, so we need...
That was a lot.
Can you just cut it in half and call it good?
We can.
It's like the 10%. Don't cut your finger.
Very careful.
That's really
Sass.
sharp.
Okay. So we're in the
Cuts
atrium.
like
Does it
butter.
change colors or is it?
Ew.
Oh, no, it's
Wow,
strange.
that smells. It smells like that crayfish I dissected. It does.
Ew, that was.
Okay, now we're showing it a little bit of this. Can you guys can kind of see these sections here?
Hang on.
Now.
Get close up with this.
It looks like a beet.
It does.
Okay, so the valve is actually here. The membrane is the flaps are right here. See, I've kind of cut through them, but you can see that all these little strings here are called what?
Heartstrings.
Which are the
Starts with an M.
Arteries.
the chordae tendinae.
Oh.
Now,
Starts with an M.
close. So these are the
I thought it
chordae
was like
tendinae,
the
and all these
bit,
little
the
things. If you look at the
blood
very bottom
thing.
here, all where they're stuck to, you see all these little guys right here, the little muscles sticking out. These are the papillary muscles.
Wait, what were those?
Wait, is that your finger?
Chordae
Oh, I
tendinae.
thought it's
Yep.
like a little bone in there.
Chordae tendinae are all these things, and each of these little sections here where they're attached to, these are the papillary muscles, and it's actually keeping this membrane
Oh my God, that
open or
smells
closed.
disgusting.
And I'm just going to cut through it for now to kind of show you that we are now in the left. Okay, this is the right atrium, right ventricle. Okay,
So like the switching colors.
you got the switching colors right here. And you can see all the cords here. All these are little papillary muscles, or these little guys right here. Okay, these are all the chordae tendinae. And if I can, let's see if I can flip this back. See how can you kind of see me flipping this back? This membrane. That membrane is the actual cusps for the tricuspid valve. Okay, that actually closes the right atrium to the right ventricle. Okay, and you can see how much bigger that this is compared to that. I've kind of cut it, so it's going to be kind of a weird little section here. But that's kind of how this whole section sits. What's the next section
That's
there?
the right. The
That's the
valves
right.
are connected to the papillary muscles by tendons called the chordae tendinae or heartstrings that locate these structures.
Okay.
Insert your probe into the pulmonary artery and see it come through to the right ventricle. Make an incision down through this artery and look inside for 3 small membranous pockets. These form the pulmonary semilunar valve, which prevents blood from flowing back into the right ventricle.
That's talking about these guys up here. Can you guys see that up here? These little cusp up here, this little membrane here. That's showing
that
those membranes up there.
stinks.
Okay.
Disgusting.
And let's see, did I get through that?
Back hurts.
Dead fish.
Yeah. That's what Braden's boat smells like in the summer.
It smells disgusting.
Yeah, right.
Okay. So what's the next step after that?
Make an incision down through the wall of the left atrium and ventricle as shown by the arrow. Locate the mitral valve between the left atrium and ventricle. You can also find the papillary muscles and chordae tendinae on the side of the heart.
Okay. So we'll cut through, and you can see that this is the left side. I'll see if I can cut.
Is that really easy to
Sass, are you gonna post this
Cuts
video
like
on
butter.
YouTube?
I don't know how to do that.
Great comparison.
Post it to YouTube.
Okay, let's see.
Are you going to show us your future classes?
Sure.
Hey, future
Hey!
Okay, so you can see that this is part of the still kind of frozen blood right here.
Ew.
That's all frozen blood.
Oh
what it
my
is. You
God,
can
that
see
looks
You
disgusting.
can still see the cords. You
Is
can
it
still see the
cold?
cords. You can see Good.
Eat that chip.
Finger it, Jill.
You, Peyton.
Okay, so you can see all this stuff in here. Okay, as you cut through it, you can see all that this is different papillary muscles are still here. And this is going to be a little harder. But can you see the cords here as well?
Those.
Yep, all the little cords, little papillary muscles that are,
What's that like ball thing right there?
what, this thing?
Mhm.
This is all papillary muscle here.
Is that
So
freezing?
papillary muscles just look like little blotches.
Little blotches, they're the ones that hold the little cords to actually let the flaps close. So that way when the blood's coming down into the ventricle and going back out, the little papillary muscles kind of contract to allow it to either open or close, whichever way it's trying to go. All right, what's our next step there, kid?
Insert a probe into the aorta and observe what it connects to, where it connects to the left ventricle. Make an incision up through the aorta and examine the inside carefully for 3 small membranous pockets. These form the aortic semilunar.
That's all frozen.
Oh, jeez. It's pretty deep.
Now, if you guys can see, this is, so the ventricle is actually going to pour into this little section here. See there's an opening here, way in the back? So this opening in the back, if you touch this in the back, you can kind of see that it's going to come through there. Let's see if I can do this. Okay. So this is showing you the actual aortic valve right here. Okay, it's kind of coming through the aortic valve here. You guys see it?
What?
The aortic valve coming through.
Oh my god. Ew.
All right. Next section. What do you got there?
That's it.
All right. A couple things that I do want to list is if you guys look at this, how thick the walls are. See how thick these walls are? They're not very thick compared to like these walls here. Now, why are these so much thicker than these?
It's the
ones?
left.
Because they use more muscle because they have to pump blood through the whole body.
Through the whole body, right?
Wait, which side's thicker?
Left.
The left side.
Wait, so if you
Oh my god.
if you like get stabbed in the heart, is it that easy to cut like you are right now?
Yes. If you have a sharp knife.
Wait, what?
That's why you have your ribs to protect it.
So you didn't. So like right now, if you cut someone's heart, it would be that easy.
Like if you stab them through their wrist.
Who should we test
You get
it
through
on?
all that stuff, sure.
Can we test it on you?
No.
Can we pick
Terrible
someone
question.
in the school?
Yeah.
That's terrible. Okay, so
We'll
take a majority vote.
what we can also see is
No.
Yep. That's a unanimous.
you guys see this right here?
Oh, that sounded disgusting.
Okay, this is actually part of the
Disgusting.
this is part of the pulmonary artery. You guys see this? This is where the right atrium or the right ventricle pumps through. So if I stick my finger through the other way,
Ew.
that's gonna be tough to see.
Ah, it's warm.
It's my hand.
I don't think
You're holding
that row is
hands.
long enough. Okay, can you
Yeah,
guys see
this is
that?
cold now.
This is actually where it's going to
No,
go
this
to the
is
actual
freezing.
lungs. Okay, the pulmonary
You
artery.
should cut up a piece and someone should go home and cook it. And bring it back tomorrow.
Can you eat heart?
Peyton, you do it.
Let's go to Miss
Have your
Fowler.
dad do
Okay,
it.
Do I?
now
Have your dad cook it.
before we get done with start cleaning stuff up here, do you guys have any questions about this?
We could eat it on Friday to celebrate
Any questions
Christmas.
you guys want to
Oh
conversation?
my god.
We'll make like stew out of it, like chop it up. Yeah.
Are you just gonna throw
Miss
Hey,
this?
Mr.
Ross
Sass, is
has
this
like the little
bones or
burners that we
where
could
at?
cook it on.
Sass.
That's gonna be.
There's gonna be rats all over that.
Yeah, that happens.
It's gonna.
Is this bones or
Okay, you
cartilage?
can-
No, throw it out in the field and the coyotes will eat
Is
it.
this bones or